First tonight on our news, live at 7:30. Preparation is key. The Defense Forces Deputy Commander talks helping Haiti amid escalated violence and political unrest, plus staggering statistics. A recently United Nations report reveals more than 1,500 Haitians have been slaughtered for this year so far. Also calling all men over the age of 40. Our Jerome Sawyer continues his series on health issues facing older men and how some common cancers can be prevented. And later, the Carifta Games are wrapping up. Find out how Team Bahamas did on the field and in the pool. Our news at 7:30 starts right now. Welcome to our news. Thank you so much for joining us on this Easter Monday. I'm Natalia Hall. Well, topping news, ever since heavily armed gangs launched a coordinated assault on Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, 1 month ago, criminals have had a stranglehold on the seaport, airport, and roads. Now, the Bahamas is just one of several nations promising to help. As Royal Bahamas Defense Force officers prepare for possible deployment, the deputy commander is sharing his experience as a part of the first mission to Haiti back in 1994. Our Berthany McDermott reports.
Back in 1994, RBDF officers were on the ground assisting with restoring order in Haiti. Deputy Commander of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, Captain Sean Del Pindo, was a part of that battalion deployed to Haiti. And while he says conditions were not as severe, there still was a risk.
Back then, many of the former persons involved in the Haitian military were targeted because we found out some of them were implicated in abuses. Once they were discovered, in no time you'd find that the Haitian population, they turned on them.
For the most part, patrols went without incident. Despite the level of risk, Captain Pinder says the team remains motivated.
Young persons, well-trained, enthused about their duties. We go into that risk with a sense of confidence, notwithstanding the potential for harm. I guess it's the military culture.
Gangs seized control of the streets in Haiti in strong opposition to former President Ariel Henry. Henry has since resigned under the pressures, and a transitional council will be formed as the first step to restoring democracy to Haiti. Should RBDF troops be called upon, the officers will only provide maritime support. Pinder says the key to it is preparation.
We are that much more better informed, better experienced, and can give better guidance.
Pinder and his fellow comrades were in Haiti for 2 months during the mission. In 1994, Captain Pinder deployed as a platoon commander. Now he's risen with the top ranks of the force. He says the experience has given him a greater appreciation for our democracy.
We can't take this for granted.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Berthany McDermott.
All right, thanks so much for that, Berthany. While gang violence in Haiti has killed over 1,500 people so far this year, including many children, while dozens have been lynched, stoned, or burned alive by so-called self-defense brigades. Well, a report from the United Nations Human Rights Council is outlining the gruesome details.
The situation in Haiti is cataclysmic. Corruption, impunity, and poor governance, compounded by increasing levels of gang violence, have eroded the rule of law and brought state institutions close to collapse. Tackling insecurity must be a top priority to protect the population and to prevent further human suffering.
That's United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, detailing how the situation in Haiti has deteriorated. Haiti's shattering gang wars have intensified in recent weeks. Prime Minister Ariel Henry announced his resignation on March 11th.
Gangs continued to use sexual violence to brutalize, punish, and control people. Some women are forced into exploitative sexual relations with gang members. In addition, the rape of kidnapped hostages continues to be used to coerce families into paying ransoms. Children continue to be recruited and abused. All these practices are outrageous and must stop at once.
The report documents more than 1,500 killings so far this year. One of the victims was a 3-month-old baby. Haiti's children were being used to be recruited into gangs with boys as lookouts to help with kidnappings and robberies, and girls used to do housework or as spies. Some children who tried to escape were executed, according to the report.
It is shocking that despite the horrific situation on the ground, arms keep still pouring in. I appeal for a more effective implementation of the arms embargo. I reiterate the need for an urgent deployment of a multinational security support mission to help the national police to stop violence.
So unfortunate. Well, April 1st marks the first day of the closure of the crawfish season. Over the next 4 months, there's a ban on the possession or sale of any fresh or live crawfish until the season reopens on August 1st. The annual closure gives the crawfish a chance to reproduce. The crawfish industry usually rakes in hundreds of millions of dollars in profits with international and local sales. But last year, the Tribune newspaper reported fishermen suffered a 45% drop in crawfish price. Crawfish sold at an average $20 per pound in 2001 and 2022, but fell to $11 during this past season. Well, we've got a lot more news to get to, but for now, it's time for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center. Greg.
Yeah, thanks, Natalia, and a happy Easter Monday, everybody. A beautiful day around the islands. Temperatures getting up to the upper 70s, near the 80-degree mark. We're settling now into the mid-70s, 75 degrees outside our studios right now, with a few clouds. We call it a light breeze. The winds are out of the east-southeast at 13 miles per hour. Feels like temperature is at 76. Temperatures around the islands right now at 75 in Freeport, Marsh Harbor, Abaco, Great Governors Harbor, and here in the capital. 76 is Alistown, Bimini, Great Harbor Key and the Berries, Nicholstown, Andros, the Big Yard, Central Bahamas, 77, Kemps Bay, Georgetown. We pick up more 75s in Arthurstown, Cat Island, Coburn Town, San Salvador, and into the Deadman's Key area. You guys are 78. 79, Duncantown, Ragged Island. 77 in Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, Delectable Bay and Abrams Bay, a pair of 78s there. Providenciales, Turks and Caicos Islands, Matthewtown, Inagua, you are the warm spot right down there at 79. Sideline radar composite showing high pressure is in charge of our weather. That's going to continue to be the trend over the next couple of days. So it's beautiful on the outside. Good time to get outdoors and enjoy. The winds have come down and the seas have resided. So it's good to get out to the beaches. That's a quick check on conditions around the island. Stick with us. Look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come on our news, our Jerome Sawyer continues his series on health issues facing older men with a closer look at preventing common cancers. Plus, we speak to a Grenadian swimmer who turned tragedy into triumph hours after losing her father. And that's all coming up when our news returns.
You've seen electric cars on the road, but isn't it time you drive one? Easy Car Sales invites you to experience the smooth, powerful ride and immerse yourself in the luxury and latest tech features. Find out why the Bahamas is going electric. Visit easy242.com and book your test drive now. What are you waiting for? Save money, drive smarter. There's an EV waiting for you at Easy Car Sales.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task, unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model, adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
Welcome back to our news. In men over the age of 40, the risks are high for prostate and colon cancer. There are often no signs or symptoms, and the diagnosis comes only after the disease is in the advanced stage. But these are also some of the most preventable forms of cancer that can start with an annual blood screening. Our Jerome Sawyer continues his series on health issues facing older men.
This report is brought to you by Doctors Hospital.
It starts with a routine annual checkup, blood work to check your blood count.
And doing blood work may pick up things that you haven't yet reached the threshold of having symptoms.
Dr. Gemma Roll is a gastroenterologist. Unfortunately, she's often the bearer of bad news to male patients coming for care only after they recognize something is wrong. Her first bit of advice: go see your doctor regularly, even if you feel fine.
In a man's annual exam, you have what we call a PSA, which is a prostate-specific antigen. It's a simple, inexpensive blood test that will tell you about a possible prostate cancer, right? You're getting your PSA every year, and every year the doctor says it's normal. Great, because you don't have any symptoms or signs of having a prostate issue, no one in your family with prostate cancer. You're getting your PSA every year, and every year it's normal, less than 4. And then suddenly, this year, it's doubled.
In my case, as an over 50 male with a family history of cancer, the risks are high, so I decided to submit to a colonoscopy. Dr. Roll and I prepared for the procedure and talked about the inherent risks I face.
52-year-old man, let's say no medical problems. You should have a hemoglobin, which is one of the markers of your blood count. You should have a hemoglobin greater than 13, 14 or so. Now, an iron deficiency suggests that there is blood loss. You could have a lesion sitting in your colon and losing small amounts of blood.
From this consultation, days after Dr. Roll performed my colonoscopy. Roll and her team performed the procedure in about an hour while I slept comfortably and completely unaware from the anesthesia. When I woke up, we talked about what she found and the course of action taken to ensure I remained cancer-free. Reporting for Our News, I'm Jerome Sawyer.
All right, thanks for that detailed report, Jerome. The countdown is on to get your ball gowns and tuxedos ready for the Cancer Society's 22nd Annual Society Ball. The date, Saturday, May 25th. Co-chair of the Cancer Society Ball Committee, Nicole Larry, says they're going big for this year's theme.
We are thrilled to infuse the event of a vibrant spirit of Africa, celebrating the essence of Africa throughout the evening and drawing from inspirations from the continent of the rich culture, diversity, inspiration, and then we want to create an unforgettable moment there. Of course, in the importance and the unity, of course, against the fight against cancer. And so this is our major sponsor event, and it will be held at the Atlantis Grand Ballroom.
When Our News comes back from the break, we have a final check on weather.
Coming up in sports, our Carifta athletes continue to excel both in aquatics and athletics.
INTI Corporation is on the move, day by day, panel by panel. Our commitment to sustainable energy becomes more real. With each milestone, INTI redefines what is possible. Not only are the Lucayas solar power projects on the island of Grand Bahama growing in scale, they are setting a new standard for energy independence in the Bahamas. These state-of-the-art solar farms at the Fairfield and Devon sites, once completed, will harness the power of the sun to generate 9.5 megawatts of clean, sustainable energy. INTI is on the move as a beacon of progress and innovation that is rapidly transforming our energy landscape. Witness the future of sustainable energy unfolding on the island of Grand Bahama as INTI Corporation shines brighter than ever. INTI Corporation, powering your world, powering your future.
This is Our News. Welcome back. Team Bahamas swimmers maintain their lead in the standings, while over in Grenada, Team Bahamas holds on to second place. Here now with Our Sports, presented by 10th-year seniors, is Ronaldo Dorset. Ronaldo?
Thanks, Italia. This is Our Sports, presented by 10YS. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. Team Bahamas appears well on its way to a 6th consecutive Carifta Aquatics title. Sasha Lightbourne is poolside with the latest.
At the end of day 2, the Bahamas racked up 525 points, 184 points ahead of the Cayman Islands, who remained in second, while Trinidad and Tobago sat in third with 317 points. Head coach of Team Bahamas is Trevano McPhee.
Second day even stronger than the first day. The energy in this stadium is amazing. There's some real swimming going on here. Team Bahamas is doing excellent, and couldn't be more happier. The points, I had us up by about almost 200 points tonight, which is way past my expectation. So excellent job.
And some of those swimmers from Team Bahamas couldn't be happier with their performances as well. All gold medal winners from night 2.
It's a pleasure to win the first medal for the Bahamas on the state, and it feels great.
I thought it was a very good race. It was executed very well. It was a personal best, and I'm very proud of myself.
Competition continues at the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatic Center at this hour. The final day kicks off at 9 a.m. for the morning session on Tuesday, followed by the evening session at 6 p.m., which will also include the closing ceremonies. Reporting for our sports, presented by 10th year seniors, I'm Sasha Lightborn.
Over in St. George's, Grenada, Team Bahamas is currently second overall at the Carifta Track and Field Championships. The team headed into this evening's final session with a total of 28 medals, 8 gold, 10 silver, and 10 bronze. Field events have been the catalyst behind that total and added 3 medals in this morning's session. Diore Scott won gold and set a new Carifta record in the under-17 girls javelin with a throw of 52.53 meters, while former record holder Kamara Strawn won silver with her throw of 47.61 meters. Lanesha Lubin also took bronze in the under-20 girls long jump at 5.90 meters. Sunday night's 4 gold medals all came in the field as well. In the under-17 boys, Joshua Williams won his second gold of the meet. Not only does he jump really far, but he also jumps really high. He took the high jump gold at 2 meters, followed by Claudius Burrows with silver at 1.95 meters.
It feels good, even though I've been playing basketball over a few courses over the months, but my high jump and my long jump training has been pretty good.
Kenny Moxie Jr. won gold in the boys octathlon with 5,455 points. Caden Cartwright's gold medal throw in the under-17 boys javelin was 67.34 meters, and Jakaya Roll also won gold in the under-17 girls long jump at 5.77 meters. Brent Moss and the Barton Community College Cougars concluded a historic season with their first national title in school history. The Cougars capped a 36-1 season with an 88-73 win over Triton College in Saturday's NJC 2A title game. Moss averaged 10 points and just over 6 rebounds per game as a freshman. Jazz Chisholm blasted a grand slam Sunday afternoon for the Miami Marlins' first home run of the season. The Marlins had few offensive bright spots over the weekend and dropped all 4 games to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Miami hosts the Los Angeles Angels tonight in the first of a 3-game set. That's it for our sports. This is 10YS. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Back to the studio.
Still to come on our news, a Grenadian swimmer turns tragedy into triumph, taking home a bronze medal the day after her father passed away. And Greg is back in the Weather Center with a final look at how temperatures will shape up this week. And that's all coming up when our news continues. Stay with us.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Welcome back to our news. We've had wonderful weather on this holiday, but will it continue into the work week? Greg is back in the Weather Center with your extended forecast. Greg, what can you tell us?
Yeah, thanks again, Natalia, and welcome back, everybody, for our fan check of weather. An absolutely gorgeous day around the islands. Temperatures rather warm on the warm side. Got up to near the 80-degree mark, and we are starting to see those temperatures fall off. We're now into the mid-70s. High pressure remains in charge, just keeping us with a dry weather pattern, as well as some cloud-free skies. So we're looking for some more blue skies tomorrow, and it looks as though we're going to continue this trend before Thursday, when we do see a front get in here sometime. That front should bring some slight changes in our temperatures, maybe even an isolated shower or 2 expected once that front gets into our area. Future forecast showing conditions quiet across area, not much in terms of any low clouds. We have some high level moisture moving across our area in the form of some high level clouds. That will continue through tomorrow and into Wednesday. Then here comes the front across the western portions of Florida. Showers and isolated thunderstorms with that front, like I said, should possibly get in here before the front continues to fall apart. If you plan on doing any boating or beaching, much improved conditions across the island chain. Northwest and central Bahamas tonight to tomorrow. South to south, southeast to south winds, at 10 to 15 knots. They will fall light and variable at times across the northwest Bahamas. Seas running 2 to 4 feet. Your low tide is at 7:37 tonight, with a high tide taking place at 2:15 in the morning. For the southeast Bahamas, southeast to southerly flow, east to southerly flow, 10 to 15 knots. Seas running 2 to 4 feet over open waters. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, just beautiful weather expected for the next couple of days. Temperatures will start to warm up. We're looking for some mid-80s through Thursday before that front gets in here. Isolated showers possible on Thursday, and then we take a slight dip in temperatures for Friday, and then we start to see a climb back up to near the 80-degree mark for the weekend. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night and enjoy, everybody.
All right, thanks so much, Greg. Well, we end tonight with the story of a Grenadian swimmer who pushed past tragedy to compete in this weekend's Carifta Aquatics Championship. Sarah Dowden from Grenada took home a bronze medal in the girls' 15 through 17 400-meter race on Sunday night. But what makes the performance outstanding is that Sarah's father collapsed just the night before in the stands at the Betty Kelly Kenning Complex. A Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture statement said Sarah's dad collapsed and fell in the stands due to, quote, a pre-existing medical condition, end quote. Well, despite the tragedy, Sarah decided to remain with her team and still compete.
I felt tired, yeah, but accomplished, yeah. You know, I feel like I made my family proud, my country proud, and that's my goal.
All right, such an inspiration. Way to go, Sarah. And with that, we thank you for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.